Hi, I'm Chef Gail Sokol and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making lemon curd two ways. We're actually going to use yolks for one version and whole eggs for the other. And lemon curd, if you've never had it, sort of tastes like the filling of a lemon meringue pie, but the filling of a lemon meringue pie usually has cornstarch in it. It's almost like a pudding. This is a custard that's made on top of the stove. And because we're using yolks and no thickening agent like cornstarch, we have to be a little careful because lemon curd can be a little temperamental. It's super versatile. You can spread it all over pancakes. You can put it in between meringue layers or cake layers. You can even add whipped cream to it, fold it in, and you got yourself a lemon mousse. So it's super versatile. And a lot of people are afraid to make it, but you needn't be. There's only 5 ingredients. And I have a double boiler going, so I have my saucepan filled with a couple inches of water. I have a pan that is heat proof that I'm going to put in here with my ingredients, and I'm going to make sure that the water doesn't touch the bottom of the bowl. All right, because remember, our yolks, they get a little temperamental and we don't want them to curdle, although I will tell you about our insurance a little bit later. So we have half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 5 yolks, the stars of the show, because the yolk, see that beautiful yellow color? That's what our lemon curd is going to look like. Bright yellow, just gorgeous and vibrant. And then we're going to put in, I just want to make sure I have this right. This is 6 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. All right, you want the freshly squeezed. Now I'm going to whisk this up. And this is a hands-on project. This is not something you're going to leave and walk away. You're going to want to stay here the whole time. And then you're going to put in zest from that lemon. Only the yellow, please, not the white. And then half a stick of butter, unsalted butter that I've allowed to get to room temperature. So it's, look how soft. Beautiful and soft. And then I'm going to take all of this gorgeousness and put it over my simmering water, which I'm going to watch very carefully. I'm using an induction hot plate so it gets really hot. And I'm going to put it over. This is known as a bain-marie. And I'm going to whisk. My butter's going to melt. You're going to see my egg yolks thicken because they are not only emulsifying agents, but yolks and eggs in general help to thicken things. So what you're seeing now is my beautiful concoction and my butter melting in between my whisk, and it will melt. And what you're looking for is for it to barely bubble. And this can take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, but again, you don't want to walk away from this. You really want to have a handle on it. And once it thickens, we're going to put it through a sieve into a bowl that's in an ice water bath, because I don't want any coagulated egg. We want it smooth and luxurious and citrusy. Now, maybe some of you are wondering, can you do this with other citrus fruits? Yes. You could do this with lime. You could use this, do this with grapefruit. You could do this with orange. So you can make curd many, many ways. All right. So you're just going to let this come. You want to go all the way around your bowl. You do not want it to come to a rolling boil because you don't want your egg yolks to curdle. But it can take a little while. If you see anything getting too hot, remove it and then put it back. But you can actually keep it almost akimbo, and if, you know, sort of tilted on the side. And if you see that your bowl is getting too hot, get a hot mitt or something to hold that bowl so it can get a little warm. All right. I think I sort of have Teflon fingers at this point, but you're going to keep mixing it until it thickens. Again, be patient. It could take between 10 and up to 15 minutes. So you can see that my beautiful curd is thickening. It hasn't come to a bare boil yet. It's almost there. You can see bubbles going around it. You want to be very careful. I even got my hot mitt because it was getting a little hot. You want to constantly stir, but if I see bubbling starting, I take it off the heat and I'm going to put it through my sieve over my icy bowl that's sitting in an ice water bath. So almost there, but you can actually see it almost leaves a path from the whisk. It's getting thicker. This will not get its thickest until it's refrigerated, and it needs to be refrigerated for several hours to get nice and chilled. All right, but it's almost there. You can actually see it. Egg yolks thicken beautifully, and because we don't have any starches in here, starches will elevate or raise the coagulation temperature of eggs. And I sometimes do that. You've seen my videos for ice cream, which is other stovetop custards as well. And when you see that, it actually gives you a little leeway so you can bring it to a boil. Here, we barely want to boil because we don't want to curdle. Now we're almost there, but you can actually see it thickening nicely. Just stick with it. Go all around the edges. Your ice water bath should be ready. You don't want to be getting it ready or leaving this mixture and then going hands-free on it, because you really want to make sure that you continuously stir this. This is not something where you want to be left leaving it alone, but you can actually see it's getting nice and thick. All right, we're not to a bare boil yet. I just want to get to almost a simmer, which is just under the boiling, and then I'm going to take it off. And you can see the steam coming up from my water underneath. Okay, I see it. I see it bubbling. I'm taking it off. I'm going to wipe it on the bottom, and I'm going to pour it. Ooh, it's very hot. So I'm going to pour it after I wipe. Always wipe with a towel of some sort, or kitchen towel. I'm going to pour it into my sieve, just in case we have gotten any little bits of coagulation, which we might have. All right. And we're just going to let that go through the sieve, and I'm going to push it through, and then we're going to chill it. All right. So get all that good stuff out. This is worth its weight in gold. It's so beautiful. And you're going to see it go through. See it go through? You're not going to be making a huge amount. If you want to make more, you can double this. Usually if you buy this in specialty stores or even the grocery store, lemon curd, it usually comes like in a little jam or jelly jar. Some people even refer to it as a citrus jam, but I call it curd because that's what it is. And we did catch a few of our egg proteins that have coagulated, and that means they got firm, and you can just see them in there, and that's okay. But we got our luxurious, beautiful lemon curd. And like I said, so versatile. If you haven't tried it, you have to. It is spectacular. All right. So this now, watch what I'm going to do with it now. So we're done. I just scrape the bottom. All right. I'm going to take a little lick in a second. I'm going to take it out of the ice water bath in a minute, and then I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap directly on the top of the curd, directly on the top. See how gorgeous that is? And again, we're going to wipe it down. Because I don't want to skin, I'm going to take this plastic wrap, and just like I would with a pastry cream, when I have made a vanilla pastry cream for you, you always want to put this directly on the surface. And then after it cools down a little bit, I'm going to put it in the fridge and chill it. So my curd with my yolks is in the fridge chilling, and now it's time to make our second type of curd, our lemon curd. And this time we're using whole eggs. We're going to be using no double boiler. So we're sort of living on the edge, okay? We're living dangerously. Because whenever you put eggs on direct heat, you may get curdling. So I have my ice water bath ready to go with the sieve in case we catch any of those coagulated proteins. Now, half a cup of granulated sugar is going to go into my saucepan. Instead of 5 yolks, 2 whole eggs. The whole enchilada, 2 of them. Right in there. This will be a little bit less yellow than our egg yolk version and a little less rich, which is okay. Zest from 1 lemon, freshly zested. Yum, yum. All right, and then I have 1/4 cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And this time, I'm going to start putting my yolks. Because my yolks are directly on the heat now, I'm going to start mixing them. But I'm actually going to add 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter, nice and soft. Oh, it's like butter. It's like really soft. And I'm just going to put that there, and it's going to melt in. And then we are going to be super cautious. We are not going to answer the phone, are we, Chef Gail? No. We're not going to answer the doorbell, Chef Gail. No. We are going to stand guard over our beautiful pot of to-be lemon curd. And this is the easier version because no double boiler, direct heat, but does need a little bit of TLC. All right, and it may take a little longer. You want to start at a lower temperature, but you also want to make sure that you ultimately get to that simmer just under the boil where you're actually getting that thicker, beautiful consistency of that lemon curd. And again, it will thicken more in the fridge. And it will thicken more once you put it through the sieve into the ice water bath. So I'm going to let this do its thing, but I'm going to keep moving it. And eggs coagulate, whites coagulate at a different temperature than yolks. So the white will coagulate first and then the yolk at a slightly higher temperature. If you've ever fried an egg, you notice that the white sort of frizzles on the edges and the yolk can stay actually almost raw. So we're going to make sure that we don't go too high. You're going to gradually raise the temperature up, all right? And it will get all your edges, so you get all that zest down there and all that sugar dissolved. And as a stovetop custard, we always want to be on guard for thickening and boiling. If you see it boiling and curdling too fast, just take it off the heat. Just swipe it right off that heat. So that's all you have to do is wait it out, stir, continuously stir. Who said making curd is not aerobic? I'm getting biceps and triceps here. All right, you see it actually thickening as we speak. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It's thickening. Okay, now we're getting to the crucial point, folks. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay, so we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. We're almost, I'm gonna let it go for a second to see if it's almost, oh, it's boiling. I'm taking it off the heat. We got it, we got it. Now I'm gonna put it right through right now. I'm pouring it right-handed, and I'm left-handed. Right through my beautiful sieve into my cold water bath. And I'm going to take my beautiful rubber spatula, I'm going to push it through. And you're going to see some coagulated egg. It happens, and it's fine. We did bring it to a boil. You can see it. We had a little more this time than we did with our other one, but you can actually see this lemon curd will be lighter in color because we have the whites to contend with. And the whites did coagulate a little bit in there because I did bring it up to a boil. All right. So you can see that. All that I'm going to be discarding. All right. I'm going to be discarding that, and you're just going to wipe off. But you can see when I chill this, because I'm going to do the same exact thing, I'm going to chill this until it thickens and gets nice and cold. And we're going to have a taste test and a look-see comparison with our senses. So both my lemon curds have been chilling in the refrigerator. They have both thickened up, although the one with just the yolks is a lot thicker, and I want to show you. We're going to do a little comparison with taste, color, consistency. Watch. So you can see how thick. This is just the yolk, and this is 2 2 of the whole eggs curd. And you can see the difference. The curd using the whole egg is not as bright yellow. It is also a little bit thinner, although just as delicious. Now, let's taste. It's like a lemon pudding. Super intense lemon. Pepper. And absolutely delicious, but super rich because of the yolks. Yolks, remember, are the fat of the egg, and that's what gives them this beautiful velvety viscosity. They're also emulsifying agents. Whole egg, lemon curd, not bad, just as good, not as rich. Light. Very citrusy, but just a little bit lighter. Both extremely delicious. So I hope you try one or both, and I hope you're on the lookout for some videos coming up that will show you how to use your lemon curd. Don't ever buy it in the store. Always make it because it tastes so much better. And remember, both of these recipes, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I hope you become a subscriber. Till next time.